So the other time I ended with nested if statement. So today I'll be talking about arrays. Okay, so when you talk about array, it's just a variable with a um different kinds of what do you call it, things being stored in it. So maybe if you have a variable a, a can store a whole lot of things. Under normal circumstance, you can just assign, let's say, 20 to a, but with arrays, you can assign a whole lot of numbers to a. So you can assign, let's say, 2, 5, 10, 20, a whole bunch of numbers to just one single variable. So that's the difference between an array and a variable. An array can handle a whole lot of data than a simple variable. So you always have to note that anytime you assign something to an array, okay, I'm coming. The first number or the first content of the array has a reference of 0, the second has a reference of 1, and the third 2, 3. So if you are counting, if you want to find the value of 20, or if you want the value of 20, you will use A2. So this is the difference between an array and a variable. A variable, you can just use A alone and you can only get one item from it. But with an array, you use the same A and you can store so many things in it, but you can only access the things with the reference, and you have to make sure that the reference always starts with 0. So the first item is 0, and the second is 1, and the third is 2, and it moves on. So you can, if you are being asked in school that's what is the value of the last item of an array, you can just say the total data minus 1, or we can say something like n minus 1 is the number of items in an array. So if it is 1, it means it's 0. The reference is 0 because 1 minus 1 is 0. And if it is 2, n minus 1 is 1. So you have 1 as the last item of the array. Okay, so let's go to the Java. Let me put this in quotes, block comments. Okay, so how do I create an array? Array is created by, you just type the type that you want to. So int, let's say my array is equal to, don't forget to bring your box. I don't really know the name for this, so pardon me, but it's some kind of a box. So this is how to declare an array in Java. So this is what is going to contain your items. But if you want to, you can just specify the number of items. But I want to do this for the first time, and the next time I'm going to show you how to specify the number of items. So you can have something like 20. Remember, it's an integer. not a string, so 10. So 5, 2, 2, 2. So instead of having a variable like a var a1, a2, a3, a4, sorry, var is JavaScript variable, sorry. So instead of int a1, a2, a3, a4, you can just simplify it as int a is equal to, okay, for you to understand it properly, I'm going to do this. So you can see how I'm struggling just doing something simple. So as a programmer, you always have to find a way to do something really, really fast. So instead of doing this, so instead of doing a1 is equal to 10, a2 is equal to int, you know, it's a whole lot. You can just write int a is equal to 10. And this will save you a whole lot. You can, if you want to access the 210 or the second item, all you have to do is system then a, then your box, then the reference, which is 1. Always remember the second item is what? Is 1. The first item is 0. Okay, I think our scanner is still running, so let me just put a block code on it to prevent it from running. So let's run the code again. So you can see the result is 210. So instead of doing this, in case you have 2000 variables that you want to 2000 items that you want to store, you can't just insert or declare a whole lot of variables just to store 2000 items. You can just create one simple array to store all those variables for you. I will be going through array details in the next episode, so make sure you watch. Thank you.